I went from being ugly to now looking like a model. It was not because of surgery, puberty, or anything like that. I just started to train some specific muscles in my face and my body that nobody else does. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact muscles to train and how to train them, so you can become as good looking as a model. My name is Oliver and I help guys become the most attractive version of themselves. And if you didn't know already, building an aesthetic face and body is the single best way to do so. I have a program where I will review your specific looks so I can make a specified workout for your type of looks so you can improve the quickest way possible. It's in the top link of the description, all the details are there. Step number 1, realize your past mistakes. So there's something that I want you to understand. We are all basically born pretty when we were younger. But somehow, when we grew older, we suddenly started to become more and more ugly. You probably realize this yourself. And there's a specific reason for this. And it's caused by bad habits. So back in 2021, I always used to lay on my bed at nighttime till like very late and watch some YouTube content. I always had some favorite YouTubers that I wanted to watch and all this. And the thing was, whenever I did this, my phone was not the best one, so it couldn't hold the battery out for too long. So the thing is that I had to have my charger in it while I sat on my bed and watched the YouTube videos. But the thing is, when I had my charger in, I had to like lay on the side of the bed in order for like the cable to not be fucking annoying, right? Or else it would like kind of irritate my hand and all this shit. So the thing was that I laid on the side of my bed, always on just that side. And then I had my hand on my knuckle like this on my face. The thing is, when we do something like this over a consistent time, the thing is we will apply more pressure on one of the sides of our face, which will actually make us asymmetrical. Because first of all, the pressure, but second of all, more water will flow to that side of the face, which is basically why we also get a lot of pressure. So that's actually why that most people are asymmetrical. It's because they have this certain kind of bad habit. And the thing is, the action step for this is just that from now on, you will literally just lie on the back. So you will just face directly up whenever you watch something or when you sleep, for example. Because over time, you will actually fix yourself. If you absolutely cannot lay on the back, because I understand that it's something that we have to build up, then lay 5 minutes on one side and then remember to switch on the other side as well. There's so many more bad habits that you're doing that is actually ruining your face. All of these bad habits I teach inside of my program, and I also teach the solutions, of course, to how to fix it. And if you want to go down and have a look at it, then go have a look at the top link of the description. All the details are there. So step number 2, the 4 key facial muscles and how to train them. So basically there's something that I call the 4 key facial muscles in our face that will literally turn us from an average guy to a model. Like you can literally see on this picture here that this was me from 1 year ago. This was literally in 2024. I'm not even joking, this is in 2024. Holy shit, it's actually crazy to look back at this shit. And this is me now in 2025. Bear in mind, I know that we are soon at the end of 2025, but this was like at the end as well of like 2024. So it's like pretty crazy how big of a transformation that I've got. And the only thing that literally has made this difference was 4 key muscles that I've trained. So now I'm gonna walk you through what these key 4 muscles are. So first of all, try to look at the pictures. What can you see is different? So first of all, what is different here is my eye area. Look at this. This is what I call having rainbow eyes. This is basically like a rainbow because it goes like a rainbow. You can see it goes kind of up and then it goes down as well, right? That's kind of like a circular motion here. But you can see on this other picture here, my eyebrow is basically straight. Can you see the difference here? This is literally not just me doing a certain kind of expression. This is literally just how my eyes is right now. As well, because I have trained a certain muscle called the orbicularis muscle. The orbicularis muscle is the muscle that goes around your eye area here. All the way here is your orbicularis muscle. And the thing is, when we train this muscle here, let me quickly remove that. Then when we train this muscle, actually, our end of our eyebrow here will actually get pulled up. Kind of try to make an arrow here. It will literally get pulled upwards. Basically, we will get something called a positive canthal tilt. When we have a positive canthal tilt, which is like this, it goes like this, our eyebrow, this kind of linear motion, instead of going upwards and then downwards. That's when we have something called the hunter eyes. The hunter eyes is basically just the most attractive kind of eye look that we can have, because it has less upper eyelid exposure here. You can see how much exposure I have here and how less I have over here. It's a big difference. So that's basically what makes us have the hunter eyes. So the next muscle is a little bit difficult to show here, but it can still do. So basically it's what's called the hyoid bone. So our hyoid bone is our muscle around our throat area, right around here, and then upwards, like right here. It's basically around the throat right here, right? So basically when this muscle is trained, our skin will literally get tightened up here. Like you can literally pretty much see the difference here. You can clearly see that I have a little bit of floppiness under here. Here, I literally have nothing. You can see how clean my jawline is compared to like here, right? So basically just give you a better jawline from the side profile. Take a look at this from my video. Don't look at my Canva presentation. Look at me right now, right? This is a bad, like, hyoid bone. The skin is basically just hanging off here. This is a good hyoid bone. You can clearly see the difference on how the skin tightens up. And that is exactly why actually most people have the skin. Because some people are overweight, of course, and that's why they have it. But there can also be skinny people. Like I was skinny, but I still had skin hanging off here. And that is literally just because that you haven't been training your hyoid bone here. So the third muscle is actually one of the muscles that have such a good repetition of like the TikTok boys, and that is the masseter muscle. The masseter muscles is literally the muscle right here. You can see how thick it is here. Like, just look at the fucking difference, honestly. Look, this jawline here, comparing it to this one right here. It has so much more like thickness, and that is a mass, and that is exactly what we want to get. You can literally see it, right? It's so fucking crazy how much more mass that I've gotten out here. And that is literally just what the masseter muscles do. Like you can also see it here. Just look at me again. Can you see the difference when I like kind of tightens it up? That is the masseter muscles basically. And the fourth and the last muscle is something called our palate. So our palate is basically on the roof of our mouth, right behind our teeth. So you don't push against with your tongue against your teeth so you fuck up your teeth, but you push it against your palate right around there. If you apply constant pressure with your tongue upwards against that point, you will literally get more forward growth. It's a bit difficult to see here, but you can basically see that I also have a longer jawline. I literally have a longer jaw, and I have gotten such a huge transformation. It's literally just because of the palate. Like, a better example that I can actually give here is look at me. This is when you haven't been training your palate. That is this kind of jawline that you will have. You probably realize that you have this kind of jawline right now. When the palate is trained, you will go from this recessed look to this kind of jawline look. Yeah, like you can clearly see the difference, how your jawline just gets pushed forward. So that is just one of the most powerful tips that you can do for a good transformation. So now that you understand what the muscles are, I want to explain to you how to train these muscles. So the first one that I showed you was the orbicularis muscle, which was the muscle around your eye area. The way that we train this muscle is very simple. We just take our index fingers on the end of our eyebrow here. Then you can feel at the end you have a certain muscle here. Like you can literally feel it if you try to grab it here. I can feel the muscle right here. Then when you pull upwards on that muscle, just like we do here, then what we want to do here is not just push upwards, but we want to twist it to the side. So you can see I twist it with my fingers. So we go upwards and then we twist the muscle even more so it gets a deeper stretch. When we have it in this position, we simply just want to squeeze downwards as much as possible, but without closing our eyes. And that is the hard part. But that is how we activate the muscle and not just looking like this. A good reminder or like a cue that you can remember when you do the exercise is that you want to have an angry face. A lot of people try to pull downwards here, but you don't really feel the muscle when you do that. We want to think about making an angry face, so do it like this. You can kind of see how my eyebrows is getting pulled inwards as well. That's the expression that you want to do, because that activates the whole entire orbicularis muscle here. So for the next muscle, which is your hyoid bone, we simply just want to lie on the edge of our bed, and then we just want to do a neck curl, where we specifically think about the cue of rolling our neck instead of lifting our neck. And then we want to think about our chin here touching this area right here, this hole that you have here. Obviously you're not gonna hit it, but that's just what we are trying to do. So like this. And then just imagine that my head was hanging off the edge of the bed, right? I will show a video of it. For the next muscle, the masseter muscles, we're gonna do an exercise called the prayer. The prayer is basically just where you take your hands together like you're praying, and then your thumbs here are gonna apply the pressure upwards against like your jawline here and your chin. So you do this, then you go upwards, and then you resist downwards with your jawline like this. Oh fuck man, I already feel the burn because I did it yesterday, bro. I can't do any more reps. It's like, that's literally just the exercise that you want to do, and then you're just gonna spam it till failure, just like with the other exercises. And for the last muscle, which is our palate, we can do a couple of things, but as I said, mewing is the most important one. So you just want to think about doing this throughout the whole entire day. Again, with your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, and then just try to push as much upwards and forward as possible throughout the whole entire day. And the way that you can see that it is activated is, of course, if you feel a burn around here, like kind of against the roof of your mouth, and then also that your skin looks like this. Look at this. Not mewing. Mewing. You can see like my tongue is pressing against here, and that's how it should look. But the thing is, it's very difficult to even then get the form down, even though I just explained it. It's exactly why that I've made a program where I literally will personally review your form, so I can tell you exactly what you need to like improve. Or maybe some of these muscles you have already developed into a pretty good amount, and then I will tell you some other muscles that we can start working on. But all of this I will give you inside of my program. Again, it's in the top link of the description. All the details are there. So step number 3, the 7 aesthetic muscles and how to train them. So basically I did a little experiment for myself, because there's so much beef on the internet about which physique is the most attractive to girls. So basically I have always heard that, for example, the skinny skater type of guy with a six-pack was the most attractive. But then all of a sudden the dad bod was the most attractive. But I also heard that being pretty muscular was pretty attractive. So I was pretty confused about this. So I literally texted 5 different girls that I know and some that I have been dating. And I literally just sent them 5 different physiques of 5 different persons. And one of them was me. But I have cut out the head of every one of these physiques, so they couldn't tell that it was me basically. And then I just asked them, which physique do you find the most attractive? And can you guess what they said? It literally had a 100% success rate. Every single one of these 5 girls said that my physique was the most attractive, which is an aesthetic physique that I've been building. So now you're probably wondering, but what is the 7 aesthetic muscles then? So here, take a piece of paper or something that you can write this down, because this is the most important thing that I teach about. So the 7 aesthetic muscles are the following: your neck, your upper traps, your upper chest, your lateral delts, your lats, your biceps, and your abs. When all of these muscles are trained, you will appeal to the female instead of the male. But again, it's pretty confusing to make a workout plan customized for these muscles, and that is exactly why actually I have a free workout plan for you that is in the second link of the description. So if you're interested, then go down and click that link so you can get the free version, so you can start training the 7 aesthetic muscles. But again, like maybe you have different kind of proportions, maybe you have built some good biceps and good lats, but not so much the chest and back. So again, it will be way easier if you just go to my program, so I can literally personally review your physique, and then I can just give you exactly my feedback on what to improve on. Again, it's in the top link of the description, all the details are there. So now that we are at the end of this video, I really want to say a thank you for watching this far. You have really been taking the time to educate yourself instead of just watching some fucking Netflix. Think about that, like you have literally used your time so productive in this video because you have learned about something completely new that you can start implementing from today, which will give you lifetime long results. And that is exactly why that I know that this channel is for you, since you've been watching this far. So I will highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe so you can get these videos as soon as possible, but also just to help me to pop off more so more people can get this kind of message. Go watch this video over here if you want to keep on learning. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah!